So good morning to morning yoga meditation. Thank you for joining and donating. And today with doing the session, so to bring awareness to your mental well-being. Having isolating can be, quite fun. I was saying how I'm enjoying the slowdown and the fast time to just take things in my own time. It can also be quite hard as well to not see another human soul, especially if you live on your own, or to test positive at the end of your isolation, to then isolate for another 10 days. So it's really important to understand, to look after your well-being. So today's session is going to be themed around that. Listening to your body, being present. How can you best attend to your well-being today, right now? So as always, take the practice within your own pace. As always, listen to your body. How can you best attend to how you feel today? A gentle wake up in the morning. So maybe as you're lay down on your mat, on your back, noticing the contact that you have with the floor. Noticing any tension held in the legs, the shoulders, the head, the jaw. Noticing, is there anywhere that you can relax in your body right now? And as you check in physically, how are you feeling today, emotionally, mentally, your energy levels this morning? Remembering that every time that we come to practice is always different. So we take this landing, this arrival to honor where we are right now. Be mindful of where you are arriving from, how you are arriving into your practice. Nice, and with that arrival, I invite you to start to watch your breath, observing the breath flowing in and the breath flowing out. And observing maybe that when you breathe in, you're feeling that wave flowing up the belly, chest expanding. And as you breathe out, maybe that sense of flowing down, the air flowing out as the belly floats back down. Can we slow the breath down consciously? When we slow the breath down, we regulate. When we slow the breath down, we self-regulate our own nervous system, signaling to our nervous system that we are safe, that we're connecting to that rest and digest part of our nervous system. So let's take 3 more full breaths here, breathing into belly, breathing into chest. If you want to, you might place a hand onto the belly and a hand onto the chest, so that you have that instant feedback. And as you breathe out, watching or feeling the hands float back down, the belly float back down. Watch your breath move through you, flowing in and flowing out. And maybe understanding on another level that this breath is just energy, energy moving through you. Nice. As it energizes your body, your next inhale, you might want to start to invite movement to wriggle fingers and toes. You might want to start to invite movement, gently rocking the head side to side. You might want to start to stretch the legs, stretch the arms, taking a full body stretch. And then when you are ready, go ahead to collect the knees in. Give yourself a nice little squeeze here. And it might feel nice to gently rock side to side. So just knowing that everything in this practice is completely optional. I'm only here to guide you. You take what your body needs. So that might be a rock side to side. That might be a roll around with the knees in a circle. That might be a roll around with the knees drawing two circles, two opposing circles. What feels good for your body right now? Nice. And then nothing extraneous, we're just taking those legs up to extend into the air, relaxing the arms, pointing, flexing the feet, checking in, how are your legs feeling as we start to move. Waking up the feet, the legs, flexing and pointing the feet. That's it, nice. Feel free to keep the knees softly bent as well if your hamstrings or back of legs are feeling quite tight this morning. Nice, and then on your next inhale, you might want to stretch the arms out, palms facing up, arms into a T shape, and then take those feet down, mat width apart. We'll take a deep breath in here at the center, and then breathing out, let's sway the knees over to the right side. Inhale, let's draw those knees back through center, and exhale, knees sway over to the left. Doesn't matter if the legs touch the ground or floating off the ground. Just take your time to move in time with your own pace of breath. Inhale, center, exhale to the side. And as you move in time with your own pace of breath, noticing how it feels to visit the side. Spaces and areas of tension in thighs, hips, back. You take a gentle twist. And maybe notice the next time that you revisit that same side, how it may feel different. Take the time to be present in your body, allowing the breath to move through you, allowing that breath to guide movement. And if you like, you might want to bring your head into that too. So maybe the next time that your knee draws over to the right, you look to the left. And the same. If your knee draws over to the left, you look to the right. You just look in the opposite direction your knees go to. Attending to your body. Gently stretching, no rush. Take either 2 or 3 more sides, just so you're even both sides. Should be that you finish on your left side, and then you're even on both sides. And when you do finish on your left, no rush. Take the time to collect the knees in. Feel free to gently rock side to side. Again, maybe roll the knees round in a circle. Nice. And when you're ready, you might roll over to the side to bring yourself up to seated. Or you might hold the back of the thighs and rock back and forth along your spine, if that feels okay. To rock all the way up to seated, finding a comfortable seat position. So when you are ready, finding that comfortable seat position, you might find cross leg, you might want to wedge some cushions underneath your hips, you might want to extend the legs out. Nice. From there, feel free to close your eyes as we shrug the shoulders up and as we draw the shoulders down. You might do that with breath as you inhale, squeeze the shoulders up, and as you exhale, draw the shoulders down. And you might start to slow that down even more, feeling that gradient of increasing tension up to your shoulders and decreasing, so a release of tension as you draw the shoulders down. Noticing that tension moving out of your body. Releasing. Slowly as you attend to those shoulder shrugs or shoulder rolls. Nice, and then the next time that you allow the shoulders or draw the shoulders down away from the ears, creating that space, keeping the shoulders relaxed, arms relaxed. Tipping the head over to the right. Let's take a deep breath in, belly to chest. Notice if your shoulders crept up, draw the shoulders away. That's it. And then exhale, we're going to draw the chin slowly down, tucks in, and then head is starting to roll to tilt to the left side. Again, notice if your shoulder starts to creep up. Deep breath in when we reach the side. Exhale, chin rolls down and round. So we're going to take semicircles here with the neck. The inhale, the head tilts to the side. The exhale, the chin rolls down and round. And doing that within your own pace of breath. Make sure when we come to tilt the head, the ear tilts towards the shoulder and the shoulder stays away from the ears. So as you move through that again within your own pace of breath, be mindful, notice areas of tension, notice areas of space, areas that feel that you may need to go slower if it feels maybe a bit tender, crunchy, sticky, contracted, however you might want to describe it. Nice, and no rush. The next time that the chin rolls down, we'll stay there. From there, let's start to draw the belly button in. You might feel that stretch already, that sensation down your back. You might want to place the hands, palms facing down onto the knees and start to straighten the arms, draw back a bit more. Depending on how intense that stretch feels good for you. So you're pulling back. It's a bit like a seated cat pose. And then on your next inhale, let's lift the chest and then look up, drawing the shoulders down the back. Exhale, tuck the chin in, round in the back, draw the belly button in. Starting to come into that seated cat-cow. Inhale, tilting the tailbone back, lifting the chest, arching the back, looking up. And just doing that within your own pace of breath, noticing how that might feel. Nice, okay, no rush. The next time that you've finished in that rounding cat, seated cat, we come back through center. Let's inhale, reach the arms out, no rush. Palms meet at the top. From there, let's exhale, bring the right hand down and reaching over to the side. Going to give you a few options here, so making sure that that standing arm is bent, the shoulder is away from the ear. You might want to wriggle the fingers, noticing that connection from your arm down to your shoulders, down to the side of your body. You might want to start to wave the hand. If you want more movement, wave the arm. So you might inhale, reach the arm away from you. Exhale, come back into that side bend. And you might bend that standing arm, reaching over to the side a little more. Or if you prefer, you might just stay still. What is it that your body needs today? Maybe attending to this pose more static. Maybe attending to this pose with some movement, either waving the arm, wriggling the fingers, maybe flexing the wrist. Are we still breathing? Let's take another breath here. Nice. Okay, from there, your next inhale, let's reach on up. Exhale, let's take it over to the left. So again, let's start in that side bend. The hand moves out as far as it feels good for you. Bend the standing arm so that the shoulder can relax away from the ear. And you might start to wriggle the fingers, flex the wrist. You might want to inhale, stretch the arm away. Maybe you come up as well, and then exhale back into that side bend. What does this side of your body need? Maybe it feels quite nice to stay still, breathing in the pose. Maybe it feels quite nice to move. whatever your body needs, attending to those needs, listening presently to your body. And remembering to breathe, allow that breath to flow, move through you. And allow the movement of your body to release areas, pockets of tension. Taking a nice stretch, let's go for one more breath there. Nice, okay, from there, let's inhale, come back through center, reach the arms up. And then exhale, let's bring those hands down, making your way into all fours to tabletop. So that's knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to spread the fingertips into the floor and we're going to tuck the toes under. Nice. From there, let's inhale, draw that weight forward, waking up the wrists, waking up the hands and fingertips. Exhale, let's sit the hips back, pressing the weight into the heels or go as far back as it feels good for you, waking up toes and feet. So let's do that with breath. Inhale, draw the weight forward, as far forward as it feels good for wrists. Exhale, let's sit the hips back, gently pressing through the hands and just doing that within your own pace of breath. Inhale to rock forward and exhale to sit back. Notice how that may feel. Be in your body. Notice the sensations and the stretches through the feet as the toes are tucked under. Notice the sensations through wrist. And as you gently rock back and forth, if it feels better to attend to the feet, stay there. If it feels better to attend to the wrist, stay there for a little longer. But as you gently take the time to rock back and forward, noticing how it feels, waking up also knee, hip, shoulder joints. Nice. No rush. Feel free to take another round of breath there if that's what you want, if that's what your body needs. But if you're quite ready to, you might release the feet, give them a good tap out. And then start to make your way through to cat-cow. So on your inhale, the tailbone lifts. We're broadening the chest as the shoulders draw down away from the ears. We're looking forward. On the exhale, tucking the chin in, round in the back, draw the belly button in. Inhale through to cow pose. Exhale to round into cat. And as you move through again in your own pace of breath, maybe there's certain areas that you might want to wriggle in. So when you arrive in cat pose, you might want to take a little shuffle. Same in cow pose, you might want to take a little shuffle with the hips and shoulders. Attend to the spaces in your body that feel tight, that want space. Really nice. Let's go for 2 more breaths there, no rush, in your own pace and time. When you are ready. Option is, when you finish in your cat pose, you might want to sit back into extended child's pose. So you might bring big toes together, knees out wide, stretch the arms forward. You might be quite ready to make your way into your downward dog. So you can tuck the toes under, lift the hips up, and start to pedal the feet. There is no wrong or right. What is it that your body needs today? Whichever option you're in, remembering to breathe. Breathe into belly, breathe into chest, breathing all the way out. And whichever option you're in, notice how your body is responding now, making your way into either child's pose or downward dog. Nice. From there, whichever option you're in, if you're in child's pose, let's start to guide yourself in through to all fours. If you're in downward dog, feel free to stay there. On your next inhale, we're going to send the right leg back. So in all fours, it may look like this in balancing table. In downward dog, it may look like 3-legged dog. One more breath there. And then we're going to look forward. Inhale, let's step that right foot forward in between the hands. We're coming into lunge. So you might want to keep that back knee lifted, or you might want to lower it down, entirely up to you. You might have the hands frame the feet. You might bring the palms to the center of the chest. Give your body space in that position. Just checking the knee stacks on top of the ankle. Whichever option you're in. Inhale, let's lengthen from the base of your spine, your pelvic floor, up through to the crown of the head, so you can still do that here. And exhale, maybe you're allowing the hips to draw towards the floor. Maybe you're inviting space into those tight areas in your hips. Let's go for one more breath. Nice, and your next inhale. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up, reaching the arms up, look up. Exhale, bring the hands down, tuck the toes under, lift the back knee. Let's step back into downward dog. And if you don't fancy downward dog, you can always come back into child's pose, or maybe take cat-cow. Whichever option you're in. Attend to what your body needs. So if you're in downward dog, you might pedal the feet. Maybe you like to bend the knees, send the hips back into a bent knee downward dog, and then rock it forward. So it's a bit like that bent knee version that we was doing before, rocking back and forwards. If you're in cat-cow, feel free to take shuffles. And if you're in child's pose, maybe staying more active on the hands, coming onto the fingertips. Whichever option you're in, let's take one more full breath there. Nice. And those in child's pose, come back in through to all fours. On your next inhale, wherever you're at, let's inhale, send left leg back. So you're either in balancing table or you're in three-legged dog. Let's take a full breath in and out there. And then looking forward, inhale, let's step that left foot forward to come into lunge. Nice. Again, you might lower the back knee, you might have it lifted, you might have the hands frame the feet, or you might bring the palms to the center of the chest. Knee starts on top of the ankle, we're breathing here. Shoulders away from your ears. Nice, and then whichever option you choose, inhale, we're lengthening the spine, drawing up from that pelvic floor through to the crown of your head. Exhale. Breathing all the way out, maybe lunging forward a little more. Let's go for one more breath. Nice. And then from there, your next inhale, let's sweep the arms up, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, let's bring the hands down. This time, if you haven't already, we're going to tuck the back toes and we're going to step forward. Feet hip width apart, hanging heavy in ragdoll. So let the knees bend, let the arms hang heavy. Maybe you'd like to fold the arms. Maybe since it's a morning practice, it feels quite intense. So you might want to place the elbows onto the knees and slowly release tension from your traps, from your shoulders, from your upper back. So here, can we let the shoulders go? Maybe feeling the shoulders creep up to the ears without any tension. You might want to slowly nod the head up and down. Notice how that feels. Maybe you slowly rock the head side to side. Maybe you take bigger movements as you release the arms and swing side to side or rock back and forth. What is it that your body needs right now? Feel free to explore all of them. Sometimes you don't know what your body needs. And so that's what your job is here, to explore what your body needs through your practice. Nice. Can we let the upper body go? Can we release tension that feels burdened in the shoulders, in the back, in the neck, in the jaw? Let's take another breath here. Belly to chest. Deep breath in. Breathing all the way out. Nice. From there, next inhale, let's release the arms, slowly roll up. Head comes up last. When you arrive, the shoulder shrugs up. Head comes up last, shoulder shrug up, draw the shoulders down and away. Feel free to take a few more. Notice how that might feel different from when we first took shoulder shrugs seated. Nice, and then finding your mountain pose. Toes spread into the ground, palms facing forward. Feel free to close your eyes or focus on a point in front of you. Noticing how you feel now. Stood strong, tall in mountain. Arriving for your day. The contact of the feet in the ground, the strength through the legs. The length through the torso. And the shoulders relaxed away from the ears. And the back of the neck long. Find space in the back of your neck. The crown of the head reaching up. Noticing your breath again moving through you as you breathe in, feeling that gentle rise, uplift, flowing up as you breathe in. And as you're breathing out, maybe noticing that gentle flowing down. Feeling that connection through the floor, feeling that connection through your physical body. Being in your body, watching the breath move through you. Nice. From there, no rush. Your next inhale, stretching the arms out. Feel free to open the eyes. From there, you're going to take hold of the right wrist and reach it over towards the left. Next inhale, come back through center. Taking hold of the right wrist and reaching it over towards, your left wrist, reaching it over towards the other side. Nice. Inhale, come back through center. And then exhale, let's stretch the arms out, folding forward. Let's come into that forward fold. Inhale, let's lift the chest, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands down. Let's step the feet back into plank position. Shoulders stack on top of wrist. Deep breath in to prepare. Exhale, let's lower the knees, or if you want to, you can chaturanga to low plank. Bend the elbows in to lower down onto your body. Step those or walk those hands forward, coming into Sphinx pose. Lightly pressing the hands into the ground, broadening the chest. So think about pressing the forearms down onto your mat, but also outwards as well. So imagine someone's just placed a hand onto the outside of your arms and you want to press outwardly into those hands, pressing the outer arms outwards. So that you can both broaden the front and the back space of your body. Let's take another 2 breaths here. Nice, and then from there, exhale, let's roll back down, hands beside the chest, up to you. You might want to come into downward dog. You might want to take cat and cow. You might want to sit it back into a child's pose. Take what works for you. In downward dog, making sure the fingertips are spread into the floor and the shoulders are drawn down away from the ears. If you're in cat and cow, take your time to work through your spine in your own time and breath. Nice, okay, last breath there, no rush. And then when you're ready, let's start to meet in extended child's pose. Big toes together, knees out hip width, maybe like take them wider. Stretching the arms forward, forehead down onto the ground. Settling there, noticing your breath, feeling the belly expand, draw towards the ground, breathing into the chest. Breathing out, letting the hips sit back, letting the shoulders relax. Nice, no rush. Your next inhale, lifting the head, pressing through the hands, and then exhale, walking over to the right side. Doesn't have to go too far to the right. Find what feels good for your side of the body, and then you might want to place that left hand on top of the right. Maybe the head draws to the ground, maybe it doesn't. And you're feeling that stretch all the way down through that left side of your body. Noticing the breath as you expand, breathing in, noticing that stretch through that side of the body. And as you breathe out, can you soften? Nice, let's go for one more breath there. Nice, okay. When you're ready, inhale, walk back through to the center. And then on the exhale, walking over now to the left side. And again, doesn't have to go too far left, just attend to your body, where its limits are. And again, you might place right hand on top of left. Maybe the head goes down to the ground, maybe it doesn't. As we breathe, noticing that breath expanding, feeling that space in the side of your body. And as you breathe out, is a space for you to soften, inviting space into this side of your body. Maybe it feels different to your other. Last breath here. Okay, when you're ready, gently just guide yourself back through to center. Feel free to take a breath, stay there in neutral child's pose, or you might bring yourself up, bring the knees forward, take a few rounds of cat and cow, whatever your body needs. Nice. And when you're ready, start to take your time to transition into seated. From here, we're just going to finish with bound angle, and then we're going to take a seated meditation. If seated meditation doesn't really suit you, you can also sit on a chair. You can also lie down in corpse pose as well. So from here, let's take seated, bringing the soles of the feet together, knees out to the side. You might want to shuffle the feet in closer towards you. You might want to shuffle them out. Just find where it feels good for your hips. From there, let's inhale, lengthen the spine. So draw it from that pelvic floor up through to the crown of your head, shoulders away from your ears. On the exhale, you might find space to use the elbows, draw the knees out. If you're finding more space, so the knees are drawn further out, you might find space to draw chest towards the feet. So inhale to lengthen spine. Exhale, either drawing the knees out. So maybe you're sat up tall, or maybe you're folding forwards, drawing chest towards the feet. Keeping those shoulders drawn away from the ears, so try to avoid rounding your back. Stay more active with this pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold, to draw the knees out. Broaden your chest. One more breath here. Nice. Okay, from there, gently guide yourself up. It might feel quite nice to just shuffle the feet in, collect the feet, create a little basket or interlace the fingers, holding the toes, draw the knees in, and then pull back, tucking the chin in toward the chest. So you're making sure that you're round in the back, just taking a counter there, drawing the knees in towards the arms. Okay, from there, let's release. Feel free to give the legs a good shake out, give the torso a good shake out. So we're going to come into our meditation part of our practice. Feel free to join me seated. So that's cross-legged. Feel free to wedge some cushions or blocks underneath your hips. So that allows the hips to be higher than the knees, which is more comfortable for your hip flexors. So you can take that. You can also come to sit on a chair or your sofa. But you can also lie down as well. You can also sit so that your back is rested on a wall too. From there, feel free to close your eyes. Maybe you're rocking side to side, finding a comfortable space for your hips. Maybe you're gently drawing circles with the body. So rocking back, rocking forward. Finding your center of gravity where the spine starts to sit, vertebrae on top of one another. You might want to take a few gentle neck rolls or head tilts to find a comfortable space for your head to sit. You might want to have palms facing down or palms facing up. And you might want to bring thumb and first finger together, just have a bit of feedback there. But if you can, relax in the hands. So not pressing the thumb and first finger together, keep it relaxed. And if you don't feel comfortable closing the eyes, just softly gaze at a point in front of you. As we notice that arrival into seated, the legs heavy onto the ground, the seat, the hips planted into your support, the mat, the cushion, the chair. Notice areas of tension that are being held in your back to support yourself seated. Can we soften but still finding that uplift to sit up tall? Sometimes we have a tendency to lean forward, sometimes we have a tendency to lean back. So maybe gently rock back and forth or side to side to find that space where it feels a little more effortless to sit up tall. Can we invite space into the back of the neck so the chin might slightly tuck in, to lift the crown up towards the ceiling. And relaxing the arms, let's take a breath in, soften the belly, soften the chest. And breathing out, can we soften or release, relax the body here as much as possible. Finding that balance between effortlessness and alertness. And if you're feeling too distracted here, you can always lie down. Let's watch the breath flowing in and flowing out. So maybe on your next inhale you sit a little taller. And as you breathe out, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the shoulders, feeling that sense of tension releasing from your body. And as we breathe, watching the breath flow through you, can we resolve to be still here? So not forcing yourself to stillness, but when we allow our body to find a sense of stillness, settling in, it allows a pathway for our mind to find a bit of settling. So can we observe that breath flowing in and flowing out? As we watch the breath move through you, watching tension move through you as you release, as you let go. And understanding that breath and that tension through your body is just energy and it's moving through you. Releasing with each breath out. And with that understanding, it might feel tangible that thoughts are also just energy moving through you. Your thoughts are not you. In the same way that we sit and observe the breath, in the same way that we sit and observe sensations through your body, or we have been observing sensations through your body through your practice, they are all forms of energy that just move through you. They are not stuck. They continue to flow and move. So you might want to release of anything that doesn't serve you here. To create space in the same way that we create space in our body. With the breath flowing in and flowing out, moving through you. Guiding a flow through your body as we breathe. Nice, and no rush. Let's take another breath here. Belly to chest all the way up. Breathing all the way out. Taking your time to arrive back into your day. Feeling hopefully a bit more connected to your body, to your being, to your breath. And in this space, you might find space to invite intention, planting a seed of intention for the rest of your day and for the rest of your week. And maybe if you don't have anything, maybe it is to breathe, that understanding, that breath flowing through you. Or maybe it's to be a bit kinder to your mind, kinder to your body. And with that intention, let's arrive back. Start to wriggle fingers and wriggle toes. Maybe start to take head tilts, neck rolls. And when you are ready, let's inhale, stretch the arms out, reach the arms up, palms together. Exhale, hands down through center. Arriving back, closing our practice. Namaste. Good morning and welcome back. Thank you for joining practice.